Surging Sparks is looking to be one of the best sets of 2024, and as we get closer to the release date, we've seen some amazing cards being revealed. So in today's video, let's take a look at all of the singles that are going to be included in Surging Sparks, and why I think this is a must-buy for any collector. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Surging Sparks, the newest set. It's going to be released on November 8th, about 3 weeks away. Now this set is going to be comprised of Paradise Dragona and Supercharged Breaker, which is actually being released today, Friday, November 18th. And I gotta say, I think this is the first time I've been excited for a Scarlet and Violet set since 151. For a while there, we were heavily focused on the Paradox Pokemon and then went into sets about the DLC with, Twilight Masquerade, Shrouded Fable, and Stellar Crown. I'm really excited for Surging Sparks. It looks like we're kind of getting away from a lot of these DLC, a lot of these Scarlet and Violet heavy Pokemon. Taking a look at some of the other generations, there's a lot of Gen 3 art rares. I love Gen 3. Favorite generation. You've got a Pikachu chase, which is going to be amazing, and even some really good special illustration rare trainers. So let's go through and review a lot of these cards. I kind of want to go through why I think this is going to be a huge set. I think it's a great investment. Pre-orders have been selling out. We'll talk about why I think you should pick it up, where some good places are to pick it up, especially here in Canada for all my Canadian friends. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive right into the illustration rares. So as of right now, we have 23 illustration rares revealed. There could still be more added to make that an even 24, but it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of heavy hitters. I feel like almost all of them are great cards. There isn't really anything that's undeserving to be in here, or anything that I'm not super excited on. We'll go through them quick here. Execute, like I always say, the Kanto Pokemon you can't go wrong with. Got to get the Execute. You got a Vivillon, which is really, really nice. You got Shiinotic, not like a huge Pokemon or one of my favorites by any means, but a pretty nice artwork. This Sunny Form cast form looks amazing. It's got the other cast forms all in there in the artwork. I really like this kind of 2D, I guess. It's kind of like a cartoony art style. Very nice. Now, some of these cards might have bad scans. We'll see. The list I'm looking at are photographs of leaks. So they're not great, but it looks like we've got a Larvesta. If there's a better screenshot, just ignore that. I'll put the nicer one on screen. Ceruledge. This Ceruledge goes really hard. It's nice that Pokemon actually released pretty much this entire set in English so far, all the card scans. Usually as they get leaked in Japan or released in Japan, we know they're coming to English and we can kind of determine where they're going to land, what sets. But this is the first time that I can remember where they've dumped a whole ton of English scans. They might as well. We already know what cards are coming, but it's nice to have the English photos and some high resolution images to show in videos and show online to get people hyped for the set. You've got a Feebas, which is looking great. It's a card that's going to combine into the Milotic SIR, which we'll talk about in a bit. This Spheal is looking great. I love it when there's a bunch of Pokemon in one card. I think a lot of people are really hyped on this Spheal, and even Pokemon's been talking a lot about it, making social media posts. It seems like it's one that they're going to push really hard. It looks really, really nice. Next up is Bruxish. Not a huge fan of Bruxish, but still beautiful card. Like I said, all these cards look super nice so far. Satitan, which is similar artwork to Spheal, I feel like. Not the same artist, but very similar style. You've got this Stunfisk, which is hiding in the mud. Kind of a cool one. It's similar style to the Vivillon. It almost looks like a nature photograph or something like that. Very cool. You got Latios. This is one that I wish was an SIR. You might as well made it Latios EX because you have the Latios EX, which has a special illustration rare. I kind of like it when combined artworks both have texture. I feel like it's a little weird when one does and one doesn't, but super cool card. More Gen 3 love. Can't go wrong with that. You've got Mesprit. Also combines into the Latios artwork. You've got a Phanpy. This one's super cool. I think a lot of people are going to be huge fans of this Phanpy card. Vibrava. Again, Flygon's one of my favorites. This card's awesome. Can't wait to pull it. The Clobbopus. This is hilarious. I think this card's a lot like that Simisear from Crown Zenith. Amazing artwork. Clobbopus just doing a whole bunch of different things in different scenes and settings. Great concept there. Alolan Dugtrio. This, I think, is a promo in China, I believe. Either Japan or China. I've seen ones with a little stamp on it. But this seems like a very popular card online. I think a lot of people are excited for this. I didn't know Alolan Dugtrio had a lot of fans out there, but looks like it does. Another huge one is this Skarmory. It's like a chrome Skarmory. It looks super nice. And it's got a different art style than a lot of them so far. Kind of brush stroked. You can see that this is painted and not some digital art, just line art that's filled in with color. There's a bit more depth in this. I think it's a really nice one. A lot of people are going to be excited to chase this. You got Flapple and Appleton. I'll put them both together. A lot of love for the Applin line really nice that these are getting illustration rares as well. Complete the whole evolution. I think that's great for Applin fans personally. Don't really care too much about them, but it's awesome that they're there. You got Slackoth, which is a real goofy one. I like this card. Again, Gen 3, can't go wrong. So goofy, just sitting there right in the middle of a field. Pretty nice, simple artwork, lazy, just like the Pokemon. This Kecleon goes hard. People are seeming to really like it. There's a lot of hidden Kecleons that are all blending in with the background, just like a Chameleon or a Kecleon would do. And the last one so far is Braviary. Very nice artwork, again, kind of similar in style to the Skarmory. Very cool, kind of like pencil crayon looking art. All different art styles, but like I said, all these cards go hard. Like, I don't think there's any of them that I wouldn't want to pull. Like, I mean, like maybe because I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon, Shiinotic, Larvesta, Bruxish, Stunfisk, and maybe the Slackoth would probably be my least favorites to pull, but I wouldn't be disappointed with any of these. There's a lot of them. I feel like it's going to be really tricky to pull that chase card. I'm going to take a wild guess here. I feel like Skarmory or Latios are going to be the two big chase cards that are going to hold like a high value. I don't know if they'll be as much as Magikarp, but they're going to be very tricky to pull. I could see them being up there with like Eevees, especially that Skarmory. I feel like Skarmory is going to be a tricky one. If there's 23 or 24, whatever I said, I think 23 illustration rares and it's still 1 in 12, that's going to be really, really tricky to hit that specific one. I'd imagine it's still going to be 3 in a box. So rip booster boxes if you're trying to get these. Hopefully you can pull the one you want fast. That'd be sick. If not, wait it out, pick them up on the secondary market. But going on from there, we got a ton of full arts in this set. Again, some of these scans are pretty crap quality, so bear with me. Hopefully I have better ones on screen. But anyways, you got Durant, Scovalion, Milotic, Black Kyurem EX. I think it's strange. I feel like it should have been put in a set with White Kyurem, but I'd hope we get White Kyurem in the future. Put them both together would be super sweet. I really like the card though. This is one I think I want to get. Nice color scheme. You've got the Terra Pikachu. People seem to actually like this Terra card, which is kind of cool. It's the Stellar Terra type. You got Latias EX, another Terra type in Palisand, and the Flygon, as well as Hydreigon. You're getting a ton of these Stellar Terra types. This is a huge set. You're getting Archaludin EX, Alolan Executor, Terra type. You're getting a Terra type Tatsugiri, Slackoth, and a Terra type Cyclizar. So a ton of full arts here. That's 14 full arts. Feel like this is going to be a really big set, but it's going to be interesting to see. Your full art trainers, we'll go through these quick as well. You got Clement's Quick Thinking. You got Serrano, Drasna, Drayton, Jasmine's Gaze, Lisia's Appeal, and Surfer. Everyone loves Surfer, right? I think a lot of people are stoked for Jasmine and Lisia. We all know why. Fan favorite Pokemon trainers, for sure. They both have special illustration rares, and I think they're both going to be chased pretty heavy. I feel like it's going to be similar to like the Carmine situation from Twilight Masquerade. Now, getting into special illustration rares, what everybody's focused on, what everyone wants. You've got the Durant. I feel like no one expected this. No one asked for it, but we've got a Durant. The cards line up, so if you put multiple of them side by side, it just goes forever. It's a huge line of ants. Very clever. I think a lot of people are going to have fun with this card. Very cool. Not a huge Durant fan, but I'd get a good laugh if I pulled this. The Milotic, I think, is beautiful. This is one of the best cards, but again, this is one where every one of these special illustration rares go hard. Like, this is one of the few sets where there haven't really been any misses in my eyes. Like, Stellar Crown had a lot of misses. Shrouded Fable had misses. Twilight Masquerade just didn't have anything that I wanted other than Eevee, basically. This set, I'd be happy pulling anything. So Milotic, beauty. The big one I think is going to be this Pikachu chase. I don't know if it'll be similar to the Rainbow one from Vivid Voltage, the Rainbow VMAX. Artwork's way better. It's got the crown, but the crown is not in the forefront of the design. Really good. Honestly, really good. I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to be a high ticket item if you can get that early on. I feel like it's going to go up once it gets, trickier to pull when people figure out the pull rates. If they're similar to Twilight Masquerade, I think this card's going to be worth it. You also got the Latias. I think a lot of people are going to want Latias as well. I feel like there's a good mix of cards here. I think Pikachu on the forefront though, but Latias I think will be up there as well. This one's my favorite, the Hydreigon. Beautiful card. I heard somebody saying it's kind of a ripoff or people attempting to recreate the Charizard SIR from Paldean Fates. I can see where people are coming from. Very similar in art style, but dude, I think this one goes hard. I think it's way better. Incredible artwork. I feel like the texture is going to be amazing in person on this thing. And now a way different art style. You got Archaludin. I just hope I don't pull one of these right away. I pulled a lot of Duraludons from Evolving Skies. I couldn't escape that card. I really don't want that to happen again with this one, but I'm sure it'll look nice in person. A very, I guess a more simple art style, like a flat art style. There's still depth, there's still motion, things going on, but definitely not as detailed or as intricate as the others. It looks a little bit more like an illustration rare than a special illustration rare to me. And the last Pokemon is Alolan Executor. This one's really cool. It kind of goes with the Execute. I think this one's going to look really nice in person too with the texture. I don't know if it's anyone's favorite. I don't know if it's really going to hold, a good price, but still a cool card nonetheless. Now getting into the SIR trainers, you've got Clement's Quick Thinking. This one's pretty cool. It's got Homie tinkering around in there working on some sort of project. I don't know if Clement's anyone's favorite trainer, to be honest. I don't think I've ever heard of him until now. I've definitely seen pictures of him. Never said his name, never read his name. Don't really care. Next up, Drayton. I think people are going to like Drayton, but I don't think it's going to be the one people are chasing. I think we're still getting there. It is a pretty cool card though, but he's just looking at a bunch of snacks in the store. I think we can all relate to that. Then you got Jasmine's Gaze. I think this one's pretty cool. She's just sitting at the bar, munching on a sandwich. Great card, nice artwork. It reminds me of the Penny from, what set was that? I think it was Scarlet and Violet base. She's studying there, kind of a dark one, sunlight coming in through the window. Same sort of lighting, same sort of like flatter art style. Pretty cool card. But I think the big chase is going to be Lisia's Appeal. A lot of people like Lisia. There's been big Lisia chase cards in the past, and this one having Altaria on it is sweet. I think that's a big one. I wanted to point out that she's got the Mega Charm on her headband there. I don't know if she always has that. I don't know if that's like a little teaser to what's to come. Maybe we're getting Mega Evolutions next year, or maybe that's going to be in the following year whenever ZA comes out, Legend ZA. I want some Mega Pokemon. I'd be pretty excited to see that. And we'll just quickly run through the gold cards. I know not a lot of people like the gold cards, but we've got Pikachu EX. You got Night Stretcher, which I think is pretty popular for the competitive format. That one might be worth it. If you pull it, you might want to just flip that. I think it'll be worth quite a bit on release. And Gravity Mountain, I don't know if that's playable. Like I said, don't really play the TCG too hard, but Gravity Mountain, got to have gold stadiums in there. And the last few you got is the Alolan Executor. Again, I don't know if anyone's really going to care or want that card, but it's there. You got Counter Gain. Don't know if that one's really too competitive, but I feel like they print these gold cards if they feel like they're going to be competitive or if they have been competitive in previous sets. I think they kind of know what they're doing, like Night Stretcher. Pretty sure that was pretty popular in Shrouded Fable, so they reprinted it in the gold variant. Make something a little more rare so people can bling out the cards they're playing. And you got Jet Energy. I know this one is played. For sure. I dabble in the TCG a little bit. I know enough that Jet Energy is playable. I think people are going to be wanting that as well. So that's the whole set. It looks like. I don't think there's going to be anything else left to reveal. Like I said, Supercharged Breaker comes out today, Friday. So if there's any other cards that haven't been released or teased yet, we'll be seeing them now. I'll add them into the video somehow if there are. But yeah, consensus seems to be that this is going to be a really good set. It seems like people really want it. I'm seeing pre-orders going pretty quick in Canada. A lot of sites I've thought about ordering from or pre-ordering from, and a lot of sites I have pre-ordered from in the past have actually sold out. And some of them have sold out even being more expensive than others, which is crazy. People just don't really know where to look. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, the cheapest pre-order I'm seeing for Surging Sparks is Ghost Games. I've ordered from Ghost Games in the past. I know a few of you in the comments have as well. Ghost Games is great. They're in Mississauga, Ontario, so not too far away. They ship all over Canada. I don't believe they have any free shipping, but shipping's like a flat rate of $10, so it's not that bad. Right now, they have the booster boxes on pre-order for $149.99 Canadian, and they have cases for $8.89. So not too bad. I know prices have kind of gone up on that. As I said, they've been selling out other places. About a week ago, they were only $139.99, which was the cheapest. I don't think I saw anything else below $145. One more thing I wanted to mention as well is the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are still available for this set. I think they're going to go. I feel like this is one that you shouldn't pass up on. Some of the most recent ones like Shrouded Fable, Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade, I think they were a little lackluster. Even some of the previous ones, Temporal Forces, Paradox Rift, I feel like there hasn't been a really good Pokemon Center ETB since 151. Paldean Fates is arguable because it's Paldean Fates, specialty set. It's also got Mimikyu. People like Mimikyu. But Surging Sparks, you're going to be getting that Magneton promo. It's the same artist that did the Magikarp illustration rare. I think this one's going to be worth it, especially with that Pokemon Center stamp. It's a 151 original, exclusive promo. I think that's a smart one to pick up. The box is also really nice for a sealed display. A little bit different than the regular ETB, not too crazy, but it's an exclusive item, still available. I think the last few haven't really sold out, but I think this one will. I think it's going to be worth picking up. I could see this one going up in value way quicker than some of the more recent ones like Temporal Forces, even back in Paradox Rift. So I wouldn't pass up on it. Make sure you grab one if you want one while you can. So in regards to Surging Sparks, I think this is the best set of 2024. I think we're going to be getting other good sets in 2025. It looks like the next holiday set is going to be really good. Japan's going to be getting it in December, Terrestrial Festival, and we're going to be getting it in January as Prismatic Evolution. It looks like it's going to consist of Terra EVs. I don't know if there's going to be special illustration rares. I would assume we're getting an SIR Umbreon Terra type, maybe an Espeon Terra type. I don't know if they do the whole evolution line. That'd be incredible. You never know if they really want to like make a killer set that's going to like kick off the year. I think 2025 is going to be amazing. Surging Sparks, potentially the best set of the Scarlet and Violet block so far, besides 151. But dude, I still think the best is yet to come. I think there's better stuff coming. I'd say pick up some Surging Sparks and then just hold off, wait until January, get some Prismatic Evolution, and then wait for our owners Pokemon. I think there's going to be some great stuff coming. So if you want to stay informed on what's new in the world of Pokemon, including the Pokemon investing game, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post videos weekly here. You don't want to miss out. There's been a lot of shifts in the market. If you haven't seen those 151 videos, check them out. Everyone's talking about it right now. But I think focus is going to be shifting to the biggest set of the year, Surging Sparks, in just a matter of time. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.